What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to $20,000 all the way up to $2 million. Small business loans apply now, like tonight. Don't wait any longer, ladies and gentlemen. I promised you that I would be back today to give you a replacement for that E word, which we will no longer discuss on this channel unless there is major breaking news. So in today's video, I am going to give you about 10 premium members, 2 or 3 of which focus on small business loans with connections up to hundreds of lenders. And get this, you can have credit scores as low as 500 because it basically comes down to just one thing. So ladies and gentlemen, pull up a chair, grab a cup of coffee, ice cold beer, glass of wine, whiskey on a big rock, bottle of champagne. Here we go. All right, full disclosure, this is the 3rd or 4th attempt on this video because the last time I tried to get it rolling, I saw that AVCT hit me in the comments, who's trading this thing with me, dropped. How many of you got sucked in at 24, you greedy pigs? You didn't get out when I told you to at 23. Well, it dropped to 22. So I had to get off the last video, get back onto E-Trade, bought a huge position at 0.2218. And where is it right now? 0.232. So we're already up about a penny. What is that? 4 or 5%. Look, if you're not following me on Twitter at Try Small Biz, something is very wrong with you. I don't want to hear that you don't have any money. You can open an E-Trade account where I have my money for as little as 50 bucks. And if you put $1,000 with me on Twitter back in March, that's worth $16,000. $10,000 is worth $160,000. And as we had a gentleman tell me this afternoon, he has taken his account, because he didn't trade every single one, he has taken his account from $250,000 to $3.1 million in the last 6 months. In the last 6 months, that I might as well add, Joe Biden's stock market has done a round trip. Because in January of 2021, the S&P 500 was 3,800 and small change. Where was it this morning? 3,800 and small change. And yeah, while we have a couple of losers, maybe 3 if you really want to max it out, even if I sold them right now for minus 20% across the board, we'd still be up 15 times on our money in the last 6 months, where the buy and hold guys have gone absolutely nowhere at Try Small Biz on Twitter. But today is all about helping folks that need money. So in today's video, I'm actually going to share with you about 10 premium members, 2 or 3 of which specialize in small business loans. So let me summarize in very simple terms what you're going to get when you reach out to these folks over the next few days. It really doesn't matter with the spreads as wide as they are. It's more profitable for these banks and lenders to loan money right now than ever, right? Rates have gone way up. Something called the spread, what they pay to get the money and what they charge you for the money, is wider right now than it's been in many years. They're making an absolute fortune, even though default rates are going to increase next year when we have a recession officially, and thousands, maybe even millions of people are not going to be able to pay back those SBA loans. But so right now, right effing now, don't wait any longer. Right now is the time to get your money. So it doesn't really matter as much about credit score. You'll find, and Gary over at Approved Business Lending and Justin at Trustify, 2 that come to mind that'll be pinned in the comments below. It's really not all about, it's not that important to have a great credit score. Does it help? Of course it does. The most important thing is to be cash flow positive. When they ask you for your bank statements, and they're going to, if you're always in the red, you're bouncing checks, forget it. You're not going to get any money of any significance. But you can have a 510 credit score like a guy had last week, and he got over a $2 million offer. It takes, on a size of a loan like that, it takes a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, depending on the lender that you're working with. They're not going to fork over like they would on 20K, same day, next day. That's very possible. But when you're talking about $2, $3, $5 million, it's going to take a few weeks. But not the 6 to 12 months that many of you have had to wait with the SBA. But they look at your bank Are you in the positive? Are you bouncing checks? If you're growing or you have positive cash flow and you don't have month after month after month of going in the red, you're going to get money. Yes, you're going to pay a higher interest rate than the 3.5, 375 that the SBA E-word loan would give you. But if you go for a 7A loan, and Ameris Bank Amphitheater is about a mile from my house. I hear the music all the time. They're one of the biggest lenders for 7A loans. You also have Wells Fargo over here, huge bank. Those rates are in the mid fives. Some are a little higher, and the loans tend to be $400,000 or $500,000. That's the sweet spot for a 7A. But all these other lenders, the ones that are more what you would call high risk, they'll give a 500 credit score, $2 million if you have positive cash flow. If you have actual green in your account. And I speak in third grade language because I learned if you really want to become a good salesperson, don't talk in algebraic. Is that even a word? Don't talk in complex terms. It's been proven. Third grade, just like the kids that used to knock on your door and sell you those magazines and peanut M&Ms, right? Chocolate candy bars. You want to speak like them. It's been proven to work. So when I talk simple, didn't we have a president, unlike the one we have now, that used to do that? Somebody tell me in the comments, was notorious for talking like a third grader. But last night, and by the way, I'm about to get to this, right? What'd you think of the hunched over, the squinting? Whispering, you gotta whisper. And then you gotta repeat the same thing. Folks, I'm not trying to be a wise guy here. I'm not trying to be a wise guy. Or when he channels his old man, rest his soul. My old man used to tell me, Joey. He used to say, Joey. Oh my God. I mean, if you were looking at the camera last night like I was, and you're saying, boy, that's my guy, I highly recommend you go down the street to your local emergency room and check your ass in for a psychiatric evaluation, because what I saw last night is the reason why the stock market has now gone absolutely nowhere in the last 2 years. We have an absolute buffoon running the show, and part of me, ready for this? Part of me thinks it's by design. I don't think he's that dumb. This is like, they said this is the fourth time now that he's spoken out of turn with respect to Taiwan. We are not going to defend Taiwan against the Chinese. We're not going to touch off the nukes in World War III, but he keeps saying it. And part of me thinks it's by design. I actually think he might be a shill. Somebody tell me what you think. I think he might be a shill for the hidden hand. The deep state. You know, the Wizard of Oz that's behind the curtain, that has the minions that write these 5,000-page bills. And just look at what's happening at CNN. I could go way down the rabbit hole with you. We'll do that another time, but they've cleaned house. Why? They want the Trumpster back, and they'll even take him with DeSantis at VP because they know that's the cash cow. But something tells me they send him out there to intentionally be an absolute disaster. But you can't, because you can't be that clueless. You can't be that stupid over and over and over again. Yes, there's some cognitive decline, but something tells me he is intentionally trying to destroy the morale, the economy, the confidence, and he's damn good at doing it. I could be wrong, but something tells me I'm absolutely right. So I digress. And no, sorry, Ma, we're not taking that out. This is as real as it gets, folks. I take swings at both sides. You should know that by now. I think Kevin McCarthy, who I affectionately call Milquetoast, is weak. They need someone who's vicious. Someone who, like Pelosi, who will scratch your eyeballs out. Man or woman, I don't care. And Darth Vader, very attractive wife, as I drool all over the place. Probably thinking about his wife. Very attractive wife, but I can't imagine rolling around in the covers with that guy. Can you? No, it's got to be an absolute snooze fest. So, now that I have everybody's attention, hopefully I got a chuckle out of some of you. Folks, not trying to be a wise guy. Not trying to be a wise guy. In no particular order, here we go. We got to have some fun around here. Lots of money to be made, ladies and gentlemen. You give me 3 years as a premium member, get one. We only need 126 more, then I'll be able to text you stock picks in real time. If you got a small business or a side hustle, for crying out loud, stop messing around. Get a Premium membership, $1 a day. You can pay by the year, save 15%, or by the month, cancel anytime. Ad strategies and solutions. Now, not every one of these loans out money, but I think they're worthy of being mentioned. We help families become debt-free. Very important. Something I'm currently working through. No credit cards, no truck payment, house almost paid off, and I don't know, 16 times your money if you're following me on Twitter since March the 1st. Ad strategies and solutions. We help families. Oh, hurry up. We help. You got to admit the Biden impersonation, not too bad. I could work on it. We help families become debt-free, properly protected. That's also important, and financially independent. Well, ad strategies and solutions. I appreciate your support very much. Gary, been here since the beginning. Approved Business Lending. This is the guy, or one of them anyway, that has connections to up to 300 lenders, including 7A loans through the SBA. Gary at Approved Business Lending. Check out his profile. 7A loans, bridge loans, mortgages, equipment leasing, just about anything you could possibly think of. And Gary at Approved Business Lending has connections that can get people with credit scores as low as 500 millions of dollars. So reach out to Gary at Approved Business Lending and tell him I sent you. How about an ATM? Is there anybody out there that needs an ATM? This guy has been with us since the very beginning. In fact, I think he was one of the top 3 to ever join us as a premium member. Atlantic ATM. If you or anyone you know needs an ATM machine, a grocery store, a convenience store, a bank, a mall, etc., you reach out to our friends at Atlantic ATM and tell them I sent you. All right. You've got a couple of ERC, employee retention credits. If you got, let's say, 5 or 6 or more employees, you can get up to $26,000 per employee through the IRS. It does take several months to get the money, but here's 2 of them. ERC refunding and ERC specialists. Neither one of them, even though probably both try to cut a deal with me, I don't do any of that in order to be fair for everyone. The only thing I take is $1 a day, and not one dime, by the way, with respect to the E word. Never have, never will. ERC refunding, ERC specialist. By the way, Gary at Approved Business Lending also does the ERC. So all 3 of those are highly recommended. Financial solutions. We specialize in estate, retirement, business continuation, and tax planning. We provide a unique tax shelter. Interesting if you're in a high tax bracket. Tax-free retirement plan and loan brokerage services. So there you go. Loan brokerage services sounds to me like yet another premium member that can get you anywhere from $10,000, $20,000 all the way up to $5 million. And again, in case you didn't hear me, it's more about cash flow and staying in the green than it is credit score these days. Golden Crest Financial. Financial services, annuities, investments, financial planning, life insurance, estate planning, and asset protection. Golden Crest Financial. We very much appreciate your support. Jason Rubin. Insurance services. I believe he's with State Farm. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure he is. Assisting individuals to enroll in Medicare plans, explaining the basic concepts of Medicare, which is very tricky, especially for our older folks, and navigating you through the daunting task. So reach out to Jason Rubin, RUBIN Insurance Services, and tell him that I sent you. Life First Financial. Our goal is to help individuals and families around the country lead a peaceful and secure life free of financial worries and struggles. Wouldn't that be nice? Reach out to Life First Financial. Here's another potential lender, MSF Capital Advisors. We are a financial consulting firm. We help small businesses grow, acting as agent or principal in all their financing needs, as well as providing a strategic consulting service. So, MSF Capital Advisors. Reach out to them. That's at least 4 or 5. Tell them I sent you. You're going to want to fill out 10, 20, maybe more applications. PIF Lending, they're in the mortgage business. PIF Lending is a passionately obsessed mortgage company. How cool is that? That sees more than loan numbers. We see you and are constantly working on your solution to get funding. So we appreciate the support from PIF Lending. Pulse Chain, they're the #1 crypto news website dedicated to providing the latest updates, details, etc. So if you're into crypto, reach out to Pulse Chain. And then, of course, we've got Rosa. I'm going to butcher the last name, Rosa. Please forgive me. Payano. Maybe that's right. Payano. She helps small businesses, owners, and individuals with all their personal and small group insurance needs, health, life, disability, supplement, long-term care. Rosa, we appreciate your support. Yet another insurance person you can reach out to. And then last but certainly not least, Justin over at Trust AFI, who I talked to at 866 Small Biz the other day. Great guy. I hope the guy above you fixed the water leak. He has connections, as Gary over at Approved Business Lending does, to get you connected to up to $5 million, ladies and gentlemen. So whether you're looking for a small loan or many, many millions, it's not all about credit score when you're not dealing with the SBA. It's about cash flow. It's about, can you keep your checking account in particular in the green? If you answered yes to that, especially if you can tell a really good story, there is millions of dollars out there for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. If you need any help, once again, it's 866 Small Biz. Always remember till next time that I absolutely love you, including all you Democrats that support Joe Biden. And I'll see you at trysmallbiz.com as a premium member.